In the last video, we have seen how to work with finders and matchers, and this gives us a very convenient way of checking if a widget contains another widget. But the purpose of widget testing goes beyond that, because we can also test the interaction with our widget. For example, we could extend this test to check that the onPressed callback is called when we tap on the button. So let's see how we can do that. And the thing that I want to do is to create a new variable called var pressed equals false, like this. And then I'm going to add the onPressed callback to my custom raised button, and I can use this to set the pressed variable to true, like this. And the next step is to use the tester object to send a tap event to my button. So I can do that with await and then tester.tap with button, like this. And the very important thing here is to remember to add the await keyword. Otherwise, the test will continue executing before the tap event is dispatched. And finally, we can add an expect pressed is true, like this. And we can run the tests once again. So our test has passed. And this works because here we send a tap event to our button, and as we know, this triggers the onPressed callback of the raised button. And in turn, this calls the onPressed callback of the custom raised button. And we use this to set the pressed variable to true over here. So by the time we execute this expectation, then our pressed variable is true. And this works as long as we remember to await when we call tester.tap. So once again, do remember to use await when you dispatch gestures with the tester. And now that this works, we could add a description to this test and call it onPressed callback, for example. And by the way, tap is just one of many possible gestures that we could test with our tester. So I encourage you to check the documentation if you need to test any other gestures. In summary, we have added some code to test the interaction with our custom raised button widget. And what we have seen already covers the basics of widget testing. So let's continue on the next video.